Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to share my experiences and give you guys a presentation on some updated business practices that we're going to leverage going forward, specifically around technology and how we can make the experience in our store better for our customers, better for our associates, you, and better for our organization as a whole. To start, we want to talk about digital growth. Digital growth refers to the increased use of digital equipment and information on a personal level, as well as on a global level. We'll discuss the current state of digital growth within our company as a whole so we're able to make an educated decision on our best course of action. Currently, we have lots of opportunity to improve digital growth within our company. Three main areas of digital growth that stick out within our current state of business. Those three areas are as follows. All cash registers are employee ran. Our customers are only able to redeem physical coupons, and there is no current Wi-Fi solution for our customers while they shop. By addressing these three areas, we will be able to improve the overall performance of our company, as well as improve the overall customer experience we are delivering to our customers. In the next slide, we'll discuss these three solutions and the ways they impact digital growth. To address the three main areas of digital growth, I suggest that we focused upon creating self-service cash registers, a mobile application for our customers, and an in-building Wi-Fi solution for our customers. To begin, self-service cash register solution will allow us to implement a product where we're able to reduce the employees that we need at the checkout location of our store, and we can use your work hours elsewhere. Additionally, having a solution for our customers will create a quicker checkout solution for customers with minimal items to purchase or who prefer a low-touch experience. Low-touch experience references customers that do not feel a decrease in the overall experience they are receiving at our location when using a self-service checkout solution. Currently, the only coupons that we accept are physical coupons that are brought into our locations. By creating a mobile application to be used by our customers, we will be able to increase and streamline the coupon offerings our customers can take advantage of. Additionally, we'll be able to push special offers to customers based upon their shopping tendencies we notice within the application that they use. Lastly, recommend installing an in-building Wi-Fi solution for our customers while they shop. Consumers often expect to have some sort of Wi-Fi solution while they are in various establishments. Additionally, studies have been done that show customers stay longer and shop longer when they have a Wi-Fi solution they're able to use. Also, since we are responsible for providing the Wi-Fi connection, we can set the home page of the Wi-Fi connection to be our company webpage and monitor the types of searches that are done through our Wi-Fi connection. Compiling the Wi-Fi data with our mobile application will give us direct insight to the shopping habits of our customers while they're inside our store. When we focused on how advancing technology within our store will improve our overall business, it's also important to discuss how technology as a whole impacts our society. One subject is self-service economy. Studies have shown that self-service economy leads to more productivity, which in turn leads to more job growth. Some examples of self-service technology are ATMs, kiosks, and self-checkouts. Additionally, the ability to check out a book online and pick it up at a library is another simple example of how technology can improve our day-to-day activities. It's also interesting to talk about job creation and job elimination due to technology. Technology both creates and eliminates jobs. Lower wage, lower productivity jobs are typically eliminated due to technology. This will occur within job roles that can be automated through technology. While these jobs are eliminated by technology, additional jobs are then created by technology. These new jobs that are created are productive, high-skilled, and better paid. Overall, the economic impacts of jobs being eliminated are overcome by the positive impacts to the economy by creating higher-paying jobs through technology. Another important aspect to discuss around technology is identity development. Identity development is the formulation of a person's unique characteristics, interests, roles, values, and thoughts. There are many theories of identity development and many methods in which identity development can occur. For the purpose of this discussion, we will discuss the influence of technological and socio-economic on our identity development, as well as give examples of theories that discuss identity development. Technology can play an important role in identity development. Overall, technology has changed the way that people as a whole interact with each other. One example of this is how easily people can connect with other people on the other side of the world. Prior to technology, the communication and influence of your identity was primarily impacted by those local to you. Technology has expanded our circle of influence, which also has expanded our identity development. Another example of the impacts of technology is the way we are exposed to stimuli. Prior to technology, there was a limited time frame that we could be exposed to things outside of our immediate environment. For example, we now have access to any information at any point we want. This could be information about a topic that is important to us, information about a friend we follow on social media, or information about a sports star that is in legal trouble. This constant influence of availability to connect to what we deem important will influence our identity development because we can further validate our opinions and ideas by following sites and people that agree with our beliefs. Specific to socioeconomic impacts, by definition, socioeconomic status is an economic and sociological combined total measure of a person's work experience and of an individual's or family's economic and social position in relation to others based on income, education, and occupation. One example of socioeconomic impacts on identity development is education. The quality and level of education that is received can have an impact on identity development. Another example of identity development is socioeconomics is an individual's cultural identity. For example, an upper-class individual may typically associate with other upper-class individuals. This will cultivate a similar line of thinking, which in turn impacts the identity development of this group. This tends to create a trend where like-minded individuals develop an identity similar to each other because they're exposed to the same influences and ideas. Speaking of influences, we'll highlight some more areas that technology influences identity development. As we mentioned, technology has impacted the way that our identity is developed. The picture on this slide perfectly represents how technology can impact identity development. Three individuals are all sitting right next to each other, using their cell phones and not talking with each other. Some examples of this in action are the speed of communication, reduction to face-to-face interaction, and identifying with our online groups more than our local neighbors. We're used to getting an immediate response when an email or text message is sent. Previously, we would send a letter through the mail. However, now an email and text message arrives at its destination in seconds. This creates an identity of need it now. Applications like Facebook Messenger will even show you as the response is being typed back. An iMessage sent through an Apple device will let you know when the message has been read. In both of these scenarios, we are expecting an immediate response since we know the person we sent the message to has received it and read it. This identity can transfer into other aspects of our lives and make us impatient for results. Through online communication, there is less and less face-to-face interaction. We're able to have days' worth of conversations without even seeing the person we are talking to. This can contribute to a lack of social skills and poor in-person interaction. We can see this occur during the interviews for positions. Applicants can be used to electronic communication and not come across in an interview as an engaging applicant. Lack of eye contact, poor grammar, and poor syntax in conversation can all be a new identity that is created due to technology. Lastly, individuals can begin to identify with their online group of friends more than their local neighbors. Additionally, we may tend to identify more with our online group of friends, so we change our personality, personal experience, or identity to be more in alignment with our online friends and our local family and friends. Overall, we're creating an online identity that is not true representation of our actual self. However, this is a prime example of how technology influences identity development. Our digital identity is also an important aspect to discuss. Our digital identity is the shadow of our individual actions we perform online. It is very important for both individuals and businesses to properly establish their digital identity. First impressions count. Much like a face-to-face meeting, first impressions count within our online identity as well. It's important to make sure that we are conscious of what content we are posting and associating with our online identity. For example, if a friend on a social media site tags you in a post, and the post is a picture of you out partying, the online community associated with your profile is able to view this. The fact that this type of content can be added to your digital identity could have a negative impact on your professional appearance as well. Similarly, if you make a negative comment towards an online post or a specific person, there can be negative repercussions of what you sent. Also, we're able to create whatever digital identity we want. While this might be enjoyable to create something we are not or someone we hope to be, we can get in trouble for claiming or being someone we really aren't in true life. For example, if we claim we have certain credentials or skills, but really we do not have them, and someone who knows us on a personal level questions these credentials, we can easily discredit our professional experience based upon our personal digital identity. As just mentioned, your personal digital identity can impact your professional identity as well. Potential employers can see posts of yourself or the group of people and friends you associate with. Every year, there are examples of old social media content that is exposed and shared about professional athletes, actors, or politicians. Even if these posts are content is many years old and does not reflect the current thoughts or beliefs of the person in question, once they are posted online, they're available for almost anyone to see. Another example of personal and professional mixing through our digital identity would be when content we share is posted. If you decide to call in sick on a Friday, but then post a picture of you out with friends or having fun with your employer or peers, you could potentially see that. As in, our employer could potentially see that. While calling in sick when you're not sick is most likely not grounds for corrective action, you're negatively impacting your professional image based upon content from your personal identity. Lastly, online content is very easy to view, save, and share. Just because something is deleted off of your profile does not mean it has not been saved elsewhere. There's also potential that someone took a screenshot of the information and has it saved in their personal information. Either way, it is very important to be aware that the content you are sharing on your digital identity is proper and professional. This is also true for businesses. If a business social media page likes questionable content or shares questionable content, the direct negative impacts for this behavior. Overall, it is important to make sure we are treating our digital identity and online activity as if we're having a face-to-face conversation. It is very easy to treat online conversations differently because we post something online that we would not see in person. That is a good sign that the content we are posting should not be shared through our digital identity. Next, we'll discuss some of the theories that play into technology. First example is the conflict theory. Conflict theory states that conflict between people with differing interests, values, and resources create change. The emergence of the internet and digital technology adds to the debate on what are socially, legally, and morally acceptable forms of expression and practices. Second theory is symbolic interaction theory. Symbolic interactionism focuses on three main aspects of communication: meaning, language, and thought. According to the theory, meaning is not inherent in objects, but it is instead constructed and modified through social interaction. People interpret symbols and analyze another person's view. These interpretations shape a person's self-concept and motivate behavior. We also want to highlight how technology applies directly into the theories that we just discussed, and we'll discuss a couple examples through social media. The creation of social media is very prevalent in the ways technology has impacted both conflict and symbolic interaction theories. The major premise of the conflict theory states that conflict between people with differing interests, values, and resources create change. In the past, these conflicts typically would occur at a local level. As travel became easier, this expanded the potential to have conflict with individuals outside of their normal environment. Technology, specifically social media, has created a new environment for conflict to occur. Consider an example of how a viral video posted on social media can create conflict and change. In this example, a group that works to expose companies that use animal testing on their products posts an online video of a company doing so. This video is then viewed by many users online, and these users share the video through their social media platforms. Due to the pressure that the company received from the posting and sharing of this video, the company decides to change the testing procedures of their products. The conflict in this example was the way that the product was being tested. By sharing the video online and through social media, the company decided to change this process at the company. If the video could not be shared or shown online, it would have limited the impact and reach the video could have. Symbolic interaction theory focuses on meaning, language, and thoughts. Social media also plays a role on the symbolic interaction theory. Since social media is often used as a way to communicate, it must be considered as one of the new primary methods of connection. One example of a social media concept that carries cultural ideas, symbols, and practices is the creation of a meme. For example, memes can be based upon other social media posts, a viral picture or phrase, or a current celebrity. This digital delivery contributes to the distribution of language, meaning, and thought that make up symbolic interactions.